Hello. Hi, Sticky Boys.
Alright, guys, we're gonna get started. Let's be good noodles. I'm very nervous. I think for half the stream we'll take the cat home, and the other half we won't take the cat home. You already know. Hydrate? Okay. You want me to give the kitty a bath aggressively this time? I'll do that. I will.
Nom 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 nom. Thank you. You can go back to your cave, servant.
The corn. He did. He fed me the corn. And now I suddenly have the urge to sing in a new metal band. Cats don't like water, you think? So a quick wash would be the way to go, right? You decide to do everything all at once, filling the tub deep with soapy, bubbly warm water. No. A quick dunk here, a short scrubbing there, then a rinse and dry. The cat won't even know what hit it before everything's over. You open the door and click your tongue, beckoning the cat inside. It quickly scampers in, curious of the newly available setting. I'm like fidgeting with my fingers so bad, I'm so nervous. Does anyone want to guess what's gonna happen before? Maybe this is the one where we drown, or maybe the water turns into like flesh, like things tend to do around this cat. The kitty's gonna slit my throat, okay? You close the door so it won't be able to run out and make a mess of the apartment. Steeling yourself, you roll up your sleeves. That's such a cute doodle. You lift up the cat and carry it over to the tub. Your plan's already compromised as the cat starts to struggle in your hold. You probably should have held it so it couldn't see the water. Ow, hey! It scratches at your arms. You knew it wouldn't be happy about the water. But you didn't think it'd be this irate. Still, as mad as it will be at you for a little while, you know this will be for the best. A deep scratch to your bicep startles you, making you drop the cat into the tub. Oops. Shoot! Kitty! The cat doesn't reemerge, hissing and yowling like you thought it would. You rush over and dunk your arms beneath the soapy surface, searching for the cat. What if it's bumped its head and blacked out? It would drown! But you don't find the cat. Instead... What the... You watch as the water starts to darken. At first you think it's just the dirt from the cat and feel a little vindicated about your decision, but... The water darkens further and further. It looks like you filled your tub with black ink rather than water. Even the soap bubbles are a translucent obsidian now. Something's not right. But as soon as you have this thought... Whoa. You felt something tugging you from under the water. You try to pull away, but your arm won't budge. Whatever it is, it pulls you closer toward the water. You try to use your free hand to release the drain plug, but when you dunk your other arm in the water without thinking, it's grabbed too. Both hands restrained, you can't get any leverage to force yourself free. You're dragged into the murky waters of the tub. You're dragged down and down and down further still, much farther than it should be possible for your bathtub. You can't breathe. You think you can't see either, but as you draw your final breath, you think you see what has been pulling you down. Something resting deep, deep down below. Something waiting for you. I was drowned! Alright. What do we do next? What do we do next? Maybe let's play with the cat. So, do you guys want to do laser pointer or hide and seek? Laser pointer? Alright. Cats are curious creatures by nature. They're also natural hunters, sort of. Why not pass the time by letting the cat hunt after something it'll never quite understand? That sounds a little mean when you think of it like that, but it's not like the cat will know anyway. Ignorance is bliss, or so they say. So you dig out your old laser pointer from your long gone, dreaded days of group presentations in school. You flip it on and see that even after all this time, the batteries still work. You get a little kick out of aiming it at the mirror hanging in the living room so it reflects off the glass, making a little red dot appear on your knee. The cat cautiously walks over, stopping every few steps to cast a look of suspicion at you. When it finally reaches you, it lightly presses a paw to your knee, like it's trying to catch the dot of red light as casually as possible. You manage to hold back a chuckle. Oh, I did not do good at that. Not that it really matters. The cat isn't paying attention to you at all, entirely focused on the light, now resting on top of its paw. You move the light a little higher above your knee. The cat reacts immediately, trying to pin the light down, but in the next second, you've already moved it to the floor. The cat jerkily follows, attempting a more energetic pounce when you shift the red dot. Over here. Over there. And over there. By the couch. On the couch. The cat might be ignoring you, but you're certainly enjoying yourself. It's been a while since you've laughed this much. You're laughing so much, in fact, that you accidentally shift the red dot onto a lamp beside the couch. In its haste to get the light, the cat leaps onto the lamp, sending them both to the ground. Oh my gosh! The cat is sitting in the middle of the former lamp's broken shards, back hunched, its head whipping around back and forth as if in a panic. You quickly turn off the laser pointer and rush over. I am so sorry, are you okay? Are you hurt? You reach down to pick up the cat and check it for any injuries when... Ruh-roh, Raggy. The cat swipes at you, claws extended. It backs up and twitches away, making frantic half-turns in various directions as if looking for something, or waiting for something to appear. Oh geez, that really hurt, you know. You hold the hand with the scratch close to your chest. It's bleeding, but it's not too big. You're more annoyed than anything, but... Immediately, your annoyance starts to bleed into concern. You watch in shock as the cat starts to run around, tearing at the carpet, the sofa, your armchair. You want to stop it, but you're afraid of getting in the middle of its rampage. You consider calling a vet for advice on how to calm it down, but for some reason, you feel like that wouldn't be a good idea. What happened to you? Is it... An idea comes to you, or rather a realization. You grasp the laser pointer, aiming it safely away towards the floor in the middle of the living room, thinking, hoping, that the cat would calm down if it found what it was looking for. You turn on the laser pointer. The cat's reaction is immediate. You screwed up. In the span of mere seconds, you watch as the cat spies the red dot from its perch on the shredded armchair, leaps high into the air, changes in the air, and slams down upon the dot on the floor with a weight and force that shakes the whole apartment, maybe even the whole building. You wonder dazedly how none of the other tenants have rushed over to complain about the noise, yet as you stare at the sight in front of you, the cat has somehow grown in size, eyes bulging and glowing, tail thrashing, teeth enlarged, bared and covered alarmingly in a bubbling froth. Its giant claws rip and shred through the carpet, through the floor tiles, and even below them, ravenously trying to get at the red dot. Your hands are shaking. You don't know what to do. You feel trapped. You have to get away. Get it away from you. You slowly back up towards the door. The light moves with you. Instinctively, you flick the light away. This way and that. The cat stampeding after it. So fast. Smashing through the TV, breaking the couch in half. Too fast. Bulldozing through the wall into the hallway. A chance. You turn, intending to bolt out of the door and never come back. But in your haste, you forget something. You forget several somethings. You forget the laser pointer, gripped like a lifeline in your hand. You forgot the mirror, still miraculously hanging on the wall next to the hallway. The laser reflecting off of it, putting a small glowing red dot on the back of your head. And as you reach the door, you forget that it's locked. You don't even have the chance to turn around before the cat lunges all the way across the room at you. You're torn to shreds before you can even blink. Okay, let's keep going. Woo! In the days leading up to my meeting with it, I'd been obsessed with a memory. Someone precious to me had found someone precious to them, my best friend, my only friend. I was happy for them, truly. But then I'd been happy for the others, too. They promised it wouldn't happen to me again. That they knew how it felt to be told by someone you cared for that they'd outgrown you and your friendship. That they'd never, ever do such a thing to me. There's not a moment that passes now that I wish I'd risked the pain of their rejection and just believed them, but I didn't. I pulled away before they could, trying to protect my fragile heart, but it only hurt all the more. Selfish as it was, I'd wanted them to fight harder to keep me around. When it appeared before me, it promised to be just like that. A friend that would never, ever let me go. A friend that would never, ever leave me. And all I had to do was promise the same thing in return. Okay. Oh, what? Weather today. That good thing. Maybe good luck too. Yes, lucky. Lucky, 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 lucky. Lucky, 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 lucky. Or maybe it was fate. Okay, it takes me right to the cat. Oh my god! Oh my god! Finally something different, and I hated it so much! Okay, ladies and germs. We must hide and seek. We must hide and seek. What about hide and seek? You're not quite sure how this is going to work. Can a cat even understand the concept of a game? Let alone with rules like hide and seek? Here, just you pick the cat up and turn them away from you before hiding behind the armchair. You're almost certain that the cat must have turned and looked while you were hiding. Out of confusion at least, if nothing else. Regardless, a few moments later, the cat cautiously peeks around the armchair at you, eyes curious. You smile and scoop it up, holding it out in front of you. You found me, you win! The cat looks confused but pleased at your praise. This time, you put it on the armchair so it can't see your hiding spot as easily. You dash over to the kitchen, hiding behind the counter. It takes a little longer this time for the cat to find you. This time, when it does, it startles you by hopping down into your lap from the countertop above. Whoa! You found me again! Okay, you win. You're rewarded with little scratches behind the ear and under the chin when it leans into your touch. Okay, why don't you give it a try? You go and stand in the middle of the living room, the cat following you. You make a show of covering your eyes and turning around. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! You turn around and see that the cat is gone. Huh, you sure catch on quick. There aren't that many places available in your apartment for someone your size to hide, but without the opposable thumbs needed to open the closed doors in the hall, the cat will have its limits too. Fair game. Okay, now where to look? Kitchen? Okay. You peek around the counter, grab a chair, and check on top of the fridge. You even open the cupboards along the floor, just in case the cat managed to squeeze inside. Nothing. You decide that's for the best. The kitchen is for making food, not playing games. Living room or hallway? Hallway? You peek around the corner into the hall. Nothing. You're not sure what you were expecting. With all the doors closed, there's nowhere in the hall for the cat to hide. Guys, where do you think we should go next? Oh, okay, I'll check the living room. You look behind the couch and the armchair, then under the coffee table. Nothing. The living room is pretty sparse when it comes to furniture after all. You couldn't find the cat anywhere. You start to get a little worried when you hear a soft sound coming from the hall. You head to the hall and listen again. That sounded like it was coming from your bedroom, but you walk down the hall to your room and gingerly open the door. Ah! The cat trots out and runs around your legs, meowing incessantly. Jeez Louise. It looks disappointed somehow. Perhaps in your apparently subpar seeking skills, but you lift the cat into your arms and look at your bedroom door. How did you get in my room? You know the door was closed, right? The cat wiggles out of your hold and runs out of the hall. You follow to see it sitting in the middle of the living room. Upon seeing you, the cat promptly turns around, guessing it wants to take its turn seeking? Question mark. You're about to indulge it by hiding around the counter again when The lights. Did the power go out? Darn it. As you wait for your eyes to adjust to the darkness, you notice that the cat hasn't moved an inch. Was it scared? Hey, are you... What? For some reason, your heart starts beating faster. You consider going over to the cat, but when you do, the thought makes you feel... You feel like your life is in danger. You need to hide. Now. Oh, what? Huh? This one has an ellipses. I'm kind of tempted to pick this one because it has an ellipses. You quietly rush into the bedroom, carefully closing the door behind you. The only place to hide in your bedroom is your closet. You lock the door as quietly as you can before lunging into the closet and sliding the door shut. As soon as you secured yourself inside the closet, there's a sudden shift throughout the entire apartment, as if something can sense that you're as ready as you'll ever be, as if it can sense that you're ready to be hunted. A horrible chill runs down your spine as you realize that that's what this game has become. This isn't a simple game of hide and seek anymore. This is being hunted by a predator as prey. It never really mattered where you chose to hide, did it? As if in answer to your question, you hear a loud slam on the bedroom door. You just managed to hold back from making a startled noise at the sound. Your heart rate kicks up again, making it feel hard to breathe quietly, hard to breathe in general. Tears fill your eyes as you cover your panting mouth with your shaking hands. It knows. It knows. Crying with your hands over your mouth, trying to smother the choked sounds leaking out of you, you slide down the wall at the back of your closet into a heap on the floor. You flinch harshly at the sound of the door being ripped off its hinges, followed by a loud crash against the wall on the other side of the room, like the door had been blown away. The silence that follows is almost too much to bear. You can't. A single sob escapes through your nose. You squeeze your eyes shut in defeat at how loud it sounds in the quiet of the room. Not much point in hiding it anymore anyway, is there? You instinctively put whatever energy you have left into listening for footsteps, even as you emotionally shut down, but you hear nothing. Nothing. Then, something slides open the closet door. You've curled in on yourself, knees up, back curved forward, head down, mouth covered, eyes shut tight, so tight it hurts. You don't want to look. You don't want to look! But that's what it's waiting for. It won't end you without this final act of cruelty, of making you look at it before it takes your life. So, so cruel. You just want this to be over, so you open your eyes. You see something glaring in at you from the darkness beyond the closet door. It looks disappointed. In the moment before you draw your last breath, you almost consider apologizing for being such unworthy prey. Guess your hiding skills were just as subpar as your seeking skills. Let's go again. No eyeballs? Okay, no eyeballs this time. Are you want me to hide and seek and then run? Okay, we can do that. Oh! You look at the door and see several more locks over it than you know you have. You peek over at the cat. It's not looking at you, but you feel a wave of disappointment practically pouring from it into you. It feels almost like a warning. You back away from the door, and the feeling slowly subsides, letting you breathe again. There's no getting out then. You need to hide. Do sit on the couch for dog. Are you joking? You get the feeling the cat won't appreciate your lack of effort. Anyway, like hell you're going to get any closer to it. Stop messing around and find a place to hide. Hide in the hall, but there's nowhere for me to hide! Okay, I wonder if all of these are bad, and you can only pick the bedroom. Oh no, we can hide in the closet. Okay, sorry. The door won't close because the heavy box is not blocking after you squeeze. So you try to move them, my timer's running out! Listen to visitor, do you already even working? Need somewhere else to hurry! Oh shit! Oh. I'm disappointed. Try again. No. Okay. Take the cat home. I think we've pretty much done everything with the cat. So let's do something alone. Let's do the take a nap then. Move the cat. You tentatively nudge the cat in an attempt to make it move on its own. It doesn't budge in the slightest. Oh boy. You push a little more firmly this time. The cat sounds annoyed with you. Fuck. I would never do this. The cat opens one yellow eye and slides it to look up at you. Is its voice a little deeper than before? Fuck. That's right. It's my bed. I don't know you. You move forward, ready to shove the cat with all your might. You're thrown back by some invisible force and crash into the dresser before falling to the ground. Wind knocked out of you, you look up in a daze. You don't quite comprehend what it is you're seeing. A strong swirling wind has picked up, throwing items all over the place, as if a miniature hurricane had just taken form in your room. And right there, in the center of it all, is the cat, hovering in the air above the bed, its eyes open, glowing like molten lava. You watch as a vortex rips open in the center of your bed, and panic as the swirling wind turns into a vacuum, dragging you towards the bed. Your nails catch and tear as you desperately try to cling to the carpet, the floorboards, and every piece of furniture within your reach, bloody fingers slipping clumsily on every surface. But there's nothing you can do. As you touch the vortex, your body starts to disintegrate, tiny particles of your body separating and floating into nothing. The last thing you see is the cat landing nimbly on the bed and kneading at your sheets, before it curls up and falls back asleep. Do not disturb. Never pick your cat up. Let your cat be wherever the fuck your cat wants to be. Period. Even if they're not a little demonic shit, which chances are your cat is a little demonic shit, so. Alright? We haven't cleaned the apartment yet. You decide that even if it's your day off, that doesn't mean you should be completely unproductive. You know you have a guest and all, but you really shouldn't put off your chores. Best to get them done while you're in the mood to do so. So for now, you'll get dressed, roll up your sleeves, and get to work on cleaning the apartment. At least, you try to. You sweep the living room. You wipe the kitchen counter. Okay, you don't make your bed, but who actually does that anyway? Still, you notice that no matter how much you clean up, you keep finding more messes than when you started. You peek over at the cat. You suspect that it might be the culprit behind this mystery, but every time you rush to check on it or catch it in the act, you always find it napping in the living room. You keep cleaning, but the cat, or something, keeps leaving more and more mess in its wake. Catch in the act? Okay. How are you supposed to finish cleaning up if this little imp is making a menace of itself? No. You know the cat's the culprit. You consider locking it up in the bathroom, at least until you clean the rest of the apartment. But it just doesn't seem fair when you don't actually have any proof. You need to investigate this further. You need proof. Not just for the sake of your sanity, but more importantly, for the sake of cleanliness. You start to clean again and peek behind you, catching mere glimpses of a paw here or a tail there. But as with either, when you rush back to the living room, the cat is still sleeping. Okay, you want to play, cat? Then let's play. This time, you decide to lay a trap. One your feline friend won't be able to resist. You tackle the kitchen island counter and give it the works. It's glistening by the time you're done. It's so clean. You'd drop kick anyone who even thought of eating off of it. The perfect trap for your little cleaning saboteur. You whistle innocently as you exit the room and hide around the corner of the entryway to the hall. From the angle you're at, you have the perfect view of the cat and the island counter. There's no way you won't catch the culprit in the act now. If it really isn't the cat, maybe you'll give it a treat as an apology for your suspicions. But as you deliberate if you should stop by the grocery store to get some fish, the cat starts to shift. Its back that was rising and falling evenly moments ago is now rippling into small tremors like an agitated wave on a black sea. It's shuddering. It's bubbling. It's bulging. What the hell? You gape in disbelief as another cat bursts out of the still sleeping feline you'd taken home with you. You're fairly certain that's not how cats give birth, but more importantly, you watch cat number 2 shake itself off before leaping up onto the counter, rolling around on top of it and leaving fur and grime in its wake. Probably should have given it a bath earlier. You feel like your mind is lagging behind the reality of the discovery you've just made, but you don't seem capable of thinking beyond smaller observations. Oh no. For example, though the hows and whys of what you're witnessing elude you, the more pertinent question that strikes you is that if the original cat is still sleeping, and the clone cat is busy making yet another mess, then where are all the other clones? Suddenly, the two cats look directly at you in perfect unison. Their eyes pin you to the spot with their intensity, but you realize with the familiar sinking feeling of being watched from behind that they're not the only ones looking at you. You slowly turn around. Packed in the hall behind you, from the floor to the ceiling, is a living, breathing, writhing wall of cats, of clones, all piled on top of each other. The glowing golden eyes of every cat in the undulating wall of pure black fur, every single eye is trained on you. Out of fear and a sheer desperate need to distance yourself from the bright, on reality and order, you take a single step back, and in response, the wall just breaks. The cats all stampeding over you. It'll be kind of cute if their soft paws weren't hiding claws as sharp as knives. You try to protect yourself, but there's just too many of them. Blood leaks steadily from your scratches. You feel dizzy. With what little strength you have, you turn your head and watch as the cats tear through the carpet and upholstery, knock over vases and dishes and lamps, claw out the walls. It's going to take forever to clean this up, you think. Maybe you'll tackle it all again later, right after you take a short nap. With an annoyed sigh, you breathe your last breath. And that's the second ending! Okay, let's load this, and let's keep cleaning. You keep cleaning, but there's just more mess, and more, and more. When you finally stop and look around you, you don't even recognize your home anymore. There's piles of junk everywhere. Do you even own this much stuff? You don't remember ever buying or receiving most of it. The piles tower over you. You feel claustrophobic. The stench of garbage is overwhelming, despite your hands feeling raw from all the cleaner fluid you've been using. Your eyes still burn from the bleach. You need some air. You need to get out of here. You hear a crash and see a teacup you're certain you don't own smashed on the floor. You look up and see the cat perched on a teetering pile of china and kitchen appliances. It carefully nudges another teacup from the pile, sending it careening to the ground. But you don't even flinch as it shatters. Instead, you start to chuckle. Ha 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 ha! Suddenly you're laughing. It's so hilarious. Ha ha ha! The tears start running down your face. I knew it was you. You did this, didn't you? You pick up the largest piece of ceramic from the broken teacups. Didn't you? And throw it at the cat. The cat dodges by leaping off the pile. The pile sways. It sways. It's falling. It's falling towards you. You can't move. You're buried. The pile fell on top of you. Broken shards of fine china and sharp utensils are piercing your skin, your organs. Your bones feel loose and limp, crushed under the heavy appliances. Warm liquid pools under you. With the last of your strength, you listen as the cat pads over to you before laying down and purring sleepily. Yeah, a nap sounds pretty good. Ending 1! Let's go. Let's take the cat home. I feel like we're almost done with all the take the cat homes. Oh wait, I think we did it all. Let's see, what endings do we have so far? So we still need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 endings. Oh yeah, it's literally up there. Do not take the cat home. Can we do this yet? Damn it, we're not ready. Okay, we'll just leave. I think we did everything here. Sorry, buddy. Do something else is what we didn't do. So let's do something else. There's got to be a better way to spend your day off than wandering around staring at weird mirrors. Now what? Oh. You decide to take a stroll in the park or something. The only one within walking distance is the nearby dog park. You think it'll make you feel better. First, you get to see a cute cat today. Now you get to see a cute dog. Several of them, in fact. The park is bustling with owners and their canine companions, playing frisbee fetch, running, jumping, even napping. Such cute... Like you'd want anything to do with these mangy mutts. What's wrong? You didn't think that. You decide to move on. The dogs are so adorable. You want to pet every single one you come across, but you know not all owners... We've read this before. But I know there was like a weird thing going on, so I don't know if it'll change at all. Not all dogs appreciate it either. So you stroll around the path trying to exude your welcoming aura that will beckon one of these cute doggies to you. You don't have to wait very long. You stop as the smallest, cutest puppy you've ever seen scampers up to you, blocking your path. What? Look at these options! You pick up the puppy and... Terrified, you drop the puppy to the ground, practically throwing it from you. You immediately feel horrible, wincing in guilt at the tiny yelp it releases upon hitting the ground. The owner shoves you aside with a cutting glare and storms away with their puppy. You call out, but they don't turn back or respond. Not that you expected them to. You deserved it. Oh, you're right, Dingling. I should have saved. Hold on. Oh, I answered it in time this time. You just barely managed to rein in the reflex to throw the puppy as far away from you as possible. With shaking hands, you quickly place the puppy on the grass and take several jerky steps back. The owner seems confused by your reaction to their puppy, but you just wave at them in a daze before hastily stumbling away. You're not feeling so great about being at the park at the moment. Maybe you should leave? You stay at the park. You try to calm down by watching all the dogs from afar as you walk along the path, but every so often one will run up to you. And when they do, they look wrong. Their owners don't seem to notice. You find a bench and sit down for a quick break, closing your eyes. Maybe this wasn't the best idea after all. Maybe you should have stayed with me instead. You've broken out of your thoughts when something lands gently on your lap. You look down and see a frisbee on your thighs. Hey, sorry about that. Can you throw that back? You look up to see an owner waving at you in the distance, but more importantly... A series of excited barks jerks your gaze forward, and you see a large dog sprinting towards you. A series of excited dog barks jerks your gaze forward, and you see a large dog sprinting towards you. Hey, hurry up and throw it back. Oh. You throw the frisbee and the dog runs in the opposite direction, jumping and catching it right out of the air. Impressive. The dog and the owner walk up to you. Thanks for that. You can pet him if you want. The dog looks up at you, eager for its reward of pets and pats for catching the frisbee. Should I? Really? Are you sure? I'm warning you. Don't touch that mutt, or you will regret it. You reach out your hand, and you pet the dog. The dog seems pleased. You don't feel well. Suddenly, the sky begins to darken rapidly. You look up along with all the pet owners to see that the sun has been eclipsed by the moon in the blink of an eye. You vaguely remember that you should never look directly at an eclipse, but for some reason, you don't look away. A loud piercing yowl fills the air, shaking the ground beneath you. You instinctively move to lift your hands in order to shield your ears, but the hand that had been cautiously pressed upon the dog's head comes away with some resistance. Resistance like sticky slime, almost cementing your hand to the dog's head. The slime stretches with your movement. The dog's head stretches with it too, as the canine begins to just melt. It melts and melts until it becomes a pile of goo at your feet. You dazedly look around for the dog's owner, only to find an empty pile of familiar clothes where they once stood. You see similar piles of clothes next to piles of goo scattered all across the park's open field. All the dogs, all their owners. The melted goo of the dog in front of you then starts to move with a shudder. It slithers across the grass towards the field in the center of the park, all the other piles of goo following after it. They mix and meld together into a single entity that shifts and undulates and bulges and grows. You watch in a dazed horror as it then fills out and shapes itself. Into a behemoth of a dog, snarling and frothing at the mouth, red eyes frantic and searching. Before the glowing orbs land directly on you, the rumbling growl it emits is so low and deep you can feel the sound of it crash into you. No, you had your chance. Better start running. You try to run, but you're not fast enough. The behemoth barely takes a few leaps before it's already towering over you. Oh boy. It tears you apart until there's nothing left. Ending 21. Dog person. Oh god. Should we try killing the dog? Dingling said kick. Kick the baby. What? It's just a puppy. There's no way I would ever do that. No, that's horrible. There's no way I could ever do that. That's disgusting. I think I'm going to be sick. There's no way I would ever do that. Alright. Hold on. I want to see what happens if I eat it. Like if the ending changes if I eat it. Let's run out of time. Let's let it get me. The dog suddenly bounds at you, angry, ferocious. Was that real? You're not feeling so great about being at the dog park at the moment. Maybe you should leave. Let's try this. Good, and don't come back. I think there was a maze thing we didn't get to do. All I need to do is fail. Here, center. We're gonna get ourselves killed. Suddenly, the lights turn on. Your eyes burn from the sudden brightness. As your vision adjusts, you see that you're completely surrounded by mirrors. The reflections, all grotesque in unique ways, look nothing like you. But they do look hungry. You back up. You don't know where to go. Was there even a way out to begin with? You bump back into a mirror. You feel a hand firmly grip your shoulder. Chomp. There's a sharp pain in your other shoulder. You rip away, looking back to see something leaning out of the mirror. Its face has no features, save for a large gaping mouth, stained in your blood. Looking around in a panic, you think that the mirrors feel closer than before. The path you'd come in from is long gone. You're surrounded, and every time you blink, you could swear the mirrors were getting closer and closer and closer. Your horrifying reflections look hungrier and hungrier and You failed the maze. On purpose, bitch. 3, 24. We need 25. Do not take the cat home. Of course, I never would do that. Feed the cat. Sorry. Yeah, I already got this. Oh, just go inside. That's right, I didn't do that. You decide to cut your losses and head inside. Your sins weigh down on you, but you're only human. What more can you do? Jeez. You try and ignore the yowling of the neighborhood cats as you go about your chores. You consider preparing dinner. But how could you enjoy it, knowing how hungry those poor cats outside are? The ones you've wronged. You decide to take a bath and go straight to bed without dinner, a fitting punishment for someone like you. You forego the fancy bath bubbles because you don't deserve them, and sink into the water with a sigh. Your mind races, but you can't really think of any immediate solution that doesn't require more money. You wish there was something, anything you could do to make things right. Suddenly, your legs start to feel really itchy. You try to lift one to see what's going on, but what rises out of the water isn't a pair of legs. Oh no, I'm a merwoman. It's a fishtail. You feel dizzy at the sight. Maybe you're hallucinating from the stress. You try to climb out of the tub to cool your head, but instead of your hand rising up to brace itself, a wet fin stretches out to plop on the rim. It's too weak to hold your weight, and you're so startled by the sight that you slip and smack your head on the side of the bathtub, passing out almost immediately. You're awake, you think anyway. You open eyes, and you're underwater. You must have slid beneath the surface of the bathwater. You gasp instinctively, except not really. A bubble simply floats out of your mouth, up to the surface. You're broke as heck, so you know your bathtub isn't that big. Did you shrink? But how? And even if there were a reasonable answer, it wouldn't explain how you haven't drowned yet. You swim to the edge of the tub and see the truth in your shadow's silhouette. You've been turned into a fish. This isn't possible. You don't get any time to ponder over this, unfortunately, because just then, a shadow looms over you from above. You look up and see the cat. It peers down at you from beyond the water's surface, and then you realize this is the answer. This is how you're meant to atone. With a heavy heart, you swim up to the surface. The cat scoops you up, tossing you out of the tub and onto the bathroom tiles. You flop around, gasping for air or water. You realize the cat wasn't alone. Dozens of hungry eyes peer down at you. You can hear the yowling of what sounds like hundreds of cats outside your bathroom window. You send one last look to the cat before closing your eyes and accepting your fate. As the cats descend upon you, tearing at your flesh, you find yourself mourning the fact that you're not even big enough to feed all of them. Even in the end, you couldn't properly atone. Your efforts, your life, all of it, amounted to nothing. Oh my god. Every fish in the sea is the one for me. Feed the cat. Look around the area. Spare the mouse. Are you sure? You can hear the cat's stomach growling. It must be so hungry. It must be starving. I feel bad. You know the cat is hungry. Why are you hesitating? You caught prey for the cat's sake, didn't you? Are you really going to value the life of a filthy rodent more than the cat's? You're mocking me, aren't you? Last chance. Hand over the prey now. You let the mouse go. It scurries away, squeezing into a tiny hole in the wall, but you don't pay it much mind. You don't flinch as a giant clawed paw slowly falls in front of you, blocking your path to the alley's entrance. Not that you had any delusions about escaping. The cat is hungry after all. You close your eyes in acceptance as the paw gently pulls you back and back. Lovely. I'm not gonna take the cat home. The cat lets out a sad, pleading little sound. It's hungry. It must be starving, so you look around and see a nearby shard of glass. Your body moves as if it knows what to do, what needs to be done. You take the shard and... Why would you do that? You carefully hold your finger over the cat. Dark red blood beads at the wound. before growing heavy enough to drip into the cat's open, waiting jaws. It mews happily at you. You smile warmly and lower your hand into the box, stroking the cat's cheek before letting it lap gently at your bleeding finger. When the flow gets weak and the cat meows for more, you squeeze below the wound, coaxing more blood out. You feel a strange but welcome sense of comfort from the odd exchange. A being other than yourself was hungry, and you were able to provide its sustenance. A small wrong in the world made right, even if so strangely done and only temporarily. Ironically, it's at this moment that you start to feel dizzy. You didn't think you were losing that much blood. You slump against the cat's box and listen to it mewl in distress. You think it sounds worried about you, or at least you'd like to think so. It could just want more blood as well. The cat hops out of the box and into your lap, nuzzling at your stomach and meowing unhappily. You wish you could ease its concerns, but it's not like you can just talk to each other. You can't help but try to remember the last time you talked to anyone, actually. If you were to die here and now in this alley, how long would it take for someone to realize you were missing, that you were gone? Your thoughts are interrupted when the cat yowls loudly, tensing up in your lap. You don't have time to wonder why as a voice rings out from the entryway to the alley. Hello? Hey, are you alright? You don't answer. You don't think you can. Your voice feels locked away deep, deep within you. The cat looks up at you with a long stare, as if assessing you. It looks back towards the voice, and with a final nuzzle to your stomach, it hops out of your lap, walking towards the alley's entrance. But then, its face opens up. It peels back and opens again, writhing tendrils peeking out from where you think its mouth should be. The stranger silhouette freezes in the light beyond the alley. What the hell is... But they don't have the chance to finish their question. The tendrils converge into one before shooting out of the cat's jaws and piercing into the stranger's shoulder. They let out a pained cry, a fearful yell. They claw at the tendrils, trying to pull them loose, but to no avail. You can't seem to process their screams. You stare at the creature before you, so different from the cat who mewled out of concern for you earlier. You can't let this happen. You shakily crawl forward and weakly grab at the conjoined tendrils that pulse as they drain the stranger's blood. When you tug as firmly as you're able, the tendrils pulsing halt, and the cat turns to you. It makes a strange trilling noise that sounds like a question, but you have no answer. You can't even understand the question, so you simply scoop up the creature, the cat, cradling it in your arms. You gaze almost longingly at the light beyond the alley's entrance. You don't know what's going on, but you just can't sit by and watch someone else be eaten so viciously. Not when they try to see if you were okay. Not when you could offer yourself instead. You think the stranger is set free, because after the sound of shoes hastily scuffing on the pavement fades into the distance, you feel something sharp pierce your back. It feels thin, almost like a needle. So the pain passes quickly as your body adjusts to the intrusion. You're sure it wasn't so thin when it skewered through the stranger's shoulder earlier. But you feel your blood leave your body slowly, as if being pumped out. It gets harder to think and your vision starts to fail you. The creature in your arms makes a soft sound. You hold it as tightly and closely to you as your weak arms can manage. This is fine. You're okay with this. You don't know if this will change anything. Surely the cat will get hungry again at some point after you're gone and no longer an option. But at least this time, you were able to save someone. Okay. Let's let him eat, yeah? Also, isn't that such a cute little touch that when the cat stabbed us, it, made it, a thin needle so it didn't hurt so bad? Because we gave it our blood. Isn't that so sweet? We'll see if it's sweet right now when we possibly get eaten anyway, but... Someone help me! Oh, God. Oh, God. You look away as the creature devours the stranger, draining them until they're nothing but a husk of bone, skin, and clothes heaped on the floor. You feel awful, but what could you do? The creature is also a living thing. Shouldn't it be allowed to eat what it needs to? Does it not also have a right to do what it must to survive? You ignore the voice in the back of your head that questions if there could have been another way. It's not like you tried to see if it could eat anything other than blood. Human blood. Now did you? The creature purrs as it rubs its side into your arm. You realize that after a bit of rest, you've already started feeling better, but you also think that something inside you feels a little bit broken too. You're just not quite sure what it is yet. You stand and hold out your arms. Still hungry? The creature trills happily and hops into your outstretched arms. Let's go then, yeah? You leave the alley together. You go out into the world together. The cat is hungry, and it will be hungry often from now on. Very often. Screams of fear and terror follow you both wherever you go, and without thought or care or concern for any of it, you just stand back and watch. That's an ending where we didn't die! We didn't die! Oh my god. My phone. Yeah. I think I need to leave. I know you're seeing these. Come back. That one makes me laugh, honestly. Your eyes dart around nervously, certain that you're being followed. But there's nothing there. You're finally home, but you feel too shaken for any relief to calm you down. You rush to the bathroom and slam the door behind you. Everything's okay. This isn't real. Just like a bad dream. Everything's okay. You fumble in the dark to turn on the sink and splash your face with some cold water, hoping it will calm your mind and stop the hallucinations. Because that's all they are, right? Hallucinations. You're nearly regretting leaving home today. You must have been overworking yourself more than you realized. Yeah, that must be. You jump as your phone alerts you to yet another message you received. Hi, friend. Startled, you whirl around and instinctively jump back. You slip, smashing the back of your head into the bathroom mirror. You don't register the pain just yet, your eyes shifting wildly around the room. There's nothing there, nothing at all. You feel dizzy. You dazedly feel the back of your head and examine your head. You can't really see anything, but it feels warm and wet. The smell of copper fills the air. The dizziness overwhelms you and you collapse on the bathroom tiles. You reach for your phone to call an amber lamps. The batteries are dead. Alright, now it's time to ignore it. Let's see what the fuck. The phone vibrates intensely over and over, but you just can't look. You keep your eyes squeezed shut, your fingers tightly grip the sink. In your mind, you beg whoever or whatever is doing this to just stop already. Please. Please just put me out of my misery. You mutter this quietly. You don't really mean it. You don't. Well, I have some fucking news for you, lady. But as the words take shape in the darkest corners of your mind, the phone immediately stops vibrating. You'd think that this would give you relief, but you only feel dread sinking heavily into your stomach. You can feel eyes on you. You can feel puffs of air on the back of your neck, damp and deep and slow. You take a deep breath and open your eyes. You look at the mirror. Nothing. You peek around the room. Still nothing. Nothing at all. But you know that something is there, waiting to be acknowledged, for you to accept the fact of its existence. Only then will it dine? Dean? I don't know what word that is. Hold on. I don't know if that's just a misspell again, or if I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Oh, that's what it is. Dine. To do something that one considers to be beneath one's dignity. It's deign! Only then will it deign to give you peace. to free you from the life of constantly looking over your shoulder, of fearing your own image, your own reflection. You can feel its patience, limitless and old. You can't win against it in a war of attrition. Your lifespan will long expire before it tires of you. So, oh no, you close your eyes and accept it. As your head is severed from your neck, you're filled with peace, grateful that at the very least you never had to see it, whatever it was. You're welcome. I give you guys all brain ripples. We're close to being done, I think. 35. Yep, we just need 4 more! And these are apparently the end game endings. These are like official. Okay, maybe there'll be something different, right? Maybe there'll be something weird when we continue. That is new. You've been enjoying yourself, haven't you? Yes? I as well. Still, all good things must come to an end, and I believe you are ready. I'm ready! I'm really nervous. Why am I this nervous? Okay. Only one thing left. So, what should you do with the cat that has been very, very, very naughty? I wonder what the hint is. What should you do with the cat that's been very, very, very naughty? Okay. It's something it deserves. Something final. I'm just curious. Something it has been doing to you this entire time. Over and over and over again. The act of taking a life. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Oh, it actually is getting louder. Kill it! Sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nervously scratch his head even though it's not itchy. Oh my god. Really? Are you sure? I don't want to kill it! I don't want to! Maybe this is why it needed me to be ready. Once you do this, you won't be able to turn back. For the ending, that's right, for the ending! Last chance. Are you really, really sure about this? You kill the cat. No! No! I don't even want to read this. Okay. Its corpse lays limp and lifeless in its now blood-stained cardboard box. What would you like to do? What? There's no point. The cat is dead. You dig in your pockets anyway. Left pocket. String. Useless. Right pocket. Chocolate. You eat the chocolate. You have your phone. No, no, no! Oh, thank God. What are you looking for? The cat is dead. You look anyway. You look to your left and right, nothing but trash. You look up, the sun never reaches in here well enough, but you can tell that it's a beautiful day today. I'm so sorry I killed it. I was ready. The game told me so. You look behind you. Nobody saw. You look down in front of you. Oh yeah, the cat is dead. What would you like to do? I kind of wish I would have tested what happened if you didn't kill the cat. You're done here. You turn around and leave the alley. At least, you try to. You stand at the edge of the alley's entrance. You see nothing exists beyond it. Just an empty, black void. You turn back and see that the back of the alley has become shrouded in darkness. You can't see a thing. With no other options, you step towards the darkness. Closer and closer. You're collapse to your knees. The front of your body is slashed open, leaking blood and guts and organs down your torso and over your lap. Don't you know that cats have 9 lives? Of course it wasn't going to be that easy. 8 more left? I wonder if I just can keep killing him. I never believed in unconditional love, not even as young as I was on the day that it changed my life forever. Still, I always assumed that they would come the closest to granting it to me. It's what they always say, right? That a parent's love is unconditional. The wounds they'd inflicted on my skin and in my heart had long since scarred over the day they dealt the final blow, and all it took were 2 little words: get out. The day they finally turned their backs on me, abandoned me, was the day it found me. It offered me an unfathomable kind of love. A love that could be limitless, endless, powerful, all-consuming. A love unmatched. A love unlike anything that could exist in this world. But there was one thing that the love it offered could never be: unconditional. Where am I? And so, you find yourself here, yet again. Who said that? And where is here? I can't see anything. Why? Here is here, silly. Do you remember me this time? I never would have thought of myself as being forgettable, but I suppose there's a first time for everything. Your memory slowly pieces together fragments of a moment, an encounter, a cat in an alley. I took you home with me, didn't I? Correct! You were daydreaming so long, you even had me worried. Can you imagine that? Here I am, indulging a little in playing with my prey, only for you to completely zone out on me. The game's no fun if you're not present, you know. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on at all. Curious as you are, I should have expected that you'd have questions. Well, I suppose you've put me in a good enough mood to be generous and hear you out. Very well. What would you like to know? What do you mean I was daydreaming? It's the first thing that came to mind, really. You were on the brink of death, but instead of watching your life flash before your eyes, you got stuck reliving the moment we met, subconsciously coming up with scenarios in which you managed to survive. Well, maybe you would have, but I couldn't resist messing with your imagination a little bit. You did just start ignoring me out of nowhere, after all. You know by now how much I love attention. Your little thought experiments were rather amusing, but if I might say, you must have a pretty dull life to forego indulging in precious memories of bygone days in favor of daydreaming about a single encounter over and over and over again. I've heard of having regrets on one's deathbed, but this has been ridiculous. Ridiculously intriguing, that is. Or perhaps rather than regrets, I was what you found intriguing. You're lucid, I'd say, since you finally remembered me and all. Seems you're finally ready to end this farce, amusing as it has been. What would you like to know? Okay. Where are we right now? Inside your head, silly. The real versions of ourselves are halted in time back in your reality, though I doubt much time has actually passed. These things tend to happen in the blink of an eye, after all. Well, usually, anyway. What would you like to know? I'm gonna ask that one after. That one's like the one I care about the most, so we're gonna ask this one next. You're a cat. How are you talking? What do you mean? I've been talking to you all along. Intriguing as your imagination is, it would have ran wild without my help. I was guiding you the whole time. Didn't you hear me in your thoughts? Like this? So anytime there was a little wiggle, it was the cat. Oh my god! But you're a cat. How are you doing this? I'm quite powerful, yes, but also not so much. What does that mean? Besides, what makes you so sure I'm a cat? My appearance? I doubt I resemble any cat you've ever seen before, right? Then what the hell are you if you're not a cat? I didn't say I wasn't a cat, did I? I could be a demon, or a god, or an alien from another galaxy, or an interdimensional abomination. Or I really could just be a cat. It doesn't really matter what I am, does it? Certainly what I can do would be a more pressing matter, yes? A real cat couldn't have done all this. You're really hung up on appearances, aren't you? Do you have some kind of proof that cats don't possess powers like mine? I doubt it. And you know, it's pretty rude of you to keep going on and on and on about what I am before you even asked who I am or what my name is. Okay, what's your name? Well, I'm not going to tell you now. Learn some manners first and we'll see. Well, maybe in your next life anyway. What would you like to know? Why do you keep trying to kill me? Oh, don't be so dramatic. I don't keep killing you. I haven't even killed you once yet. Those were just thoughts and ideas floating around in your head that I admittedly had a little fun with. Can you blame me? I would have gotten bored just waiting for you to wake up. You even made me kill you in the end. Yes, I suppose I was curious to see if you actually would. You certainly didn't hold back. You must have been quite angry with me. It's fine, though. You know what they say about curiosity, yes? It was my own choice, and besides, I got you back, didn't I? What do you want? Well, if we're talking about my original goals, those are a bit personal, I'd say. And anyway, things have changed. Right now, well, presently, I'd like to have some more fun with you. Your company has been very entertaining thus far. Given more time and under different circumstances, perhaps we could have even been... Well, all good things must come to an end. You can't truly want to spend what little time you have left in regret and delusion, right? Alternatively, I'm also quite hungry after waiting so long for you to wake up. At this point, I could go either way. Have I satisfied your curiosity now? I just have one more question. Why me? Why call out to me of all people? All I did was call out for someone to hear me. I called out, and you were the first person who came to me. Simple as that. Were you hoping for some special reason? I'm afraid I don't have one. Everything I've come to like about you were things discovered after our initial encounter. So there's no big reason for any of this? Well, fucking no, there's not, apparently. The reason is far less interesting than the results that came about from our interaction. I only called to satiate my hunger, but in doing so, I found something far more valuable. I know for a fact that regardless of how this plays out, I will never forget you. What do you mean? I've taken a liking to you, human, and so I'll grant you another chance. Another choice. This place is... It's from the beginning, right? You remember this place. Being chased, being hunted, being afraid. So afraid. That fear that so attracted me to you. That instinctive desperation to survive, I craved it all, as I am the origin of those delectable emotions. You are already mine. But I will still permit you the chance to accept the reality of your fate. Human, join me, or perish. I'm gonna join him. That's how you get the ending, dinguses. Splendid. Come forward, my human. You step forward and pick up the cat. You cradle it in your arms, reaching up to scratch its head. Suddenly, you start to feel sleepy, but the sudden wave of fatigue doesn't cause you to sway on your feet or stumble at all. Whoa, what's happened? Shh, don't worry. You no longer need to worry about anything anymore. Just sleep and dream those sweet, sweet dreams for me. Excellent. With this, you will soon become a part of me. Back again, are you? You've already reached the best outcome you're going to get. What more are you hoping to achieve? You wouldn't be thinking of going back on your promise to join me, right? Have I not yet satisfied your curiosity? No. No? Well, in that case... Nothing, I don't care! What happens if I say I'd rather die? I see. Then there's nothing left to say. Resigned to your fate, you finally turn around. It's enormous, shapeless, billowing like thick smoke in the wild. The shadow-like entity towers above you, so high it looks like the sky poured it down to earth, is still pouring it even. It's unfathomable that your tiny world is even able to stand under the weight of the reality of such a being's existence. And that you and your fragile mind haven't fallen to ruin as well. Step forward into the monstrous miasma and offer yourself to it. Darkness. Surrounded by pure and absolute darkness, you are very suddenly hit with the feeling that you are not alone. Like you've just stepped into an unbearably, impossibly crowded space. Your ears even start to ring with the sensation of countless conversations, words, whispers, screams, all overlapping. But you don't actually see or hear anyone or anything. You're alone. Even as your senses lie to you, trying to make you think otherwise, you're more alone than you've ever been. Lies. Lies. Listen. Listen, please. Is someone really... I can't see you. Where are you? Nothing. Nothing left to see. Only hear. Hear us. Listen, please. Are you trapped too? In this place? No place. Us, all you see, hear, feel, is us. Us? And it. We are victims, prey, like you. We are many, beyond counting. Our bodies gone with time. Wills left behind. Us. We became what you see. This place is us. Need you, need your help. But what can I do? It too greedy, make mistake. Ate too many, we are many, now strong. We are strong. Made it strong, but make mistake, error, flaw. Weakness, then why not escape yourselves? Too long here, too long. One, we are one with it. Bodies lost, minds, wills, us, all corrupted, no body can't escape. You too, you, we, it, one, all of us, all now one. But you, new, fresh, body, still have body. Escape is possible, because still one with it. Even just you, if escape with mind, with body, it would unravel. Lose power, lose strength, lose us. Us, set free, forever, finally, escape, help. How do I do that? Remember, it lies. Hidden in truths, lies. Escape, push forward, it lies. Persist. You ignore their words. Deep down, you know there's no way someone like you could win against something like it, the cat. Trying would be pointless. A pointless effort. The hopes of those words, their wills, it would all be wasted on you, so you accept your fate and choose to perish. You're not sure how long it takes, but their pathetic pleas eventually grow silent. You almost wish they would have simply turned into insults and threats. This endless silence, it bears the weight of your guilt and shame. Long after your body fades away and becomes one with me. Ending ? Perish the thought. No, this is another daydream, isn't it? Oh shit. You're lucid again. In here? But how did you? Oh shit, oh fuck. Well, when you've been dreaming about the same day over and over again, you kind of start to notice the patterns. Listen, I'm nothing special. I don't really have any friends. I don't like crowds or going out most of the time. And more often than not, I'm alone. Even in my home. One bedroom, one bathroom, and one me living alone in it. It'd be easy to say that I don't have much to lose. My life is admittedly pretty boring, but it is my life. And if this is my dream, then you're not calling the shots anymore. I don't think you understand what's going on here. No, you're the one who isn't getting it. You called me. You're the one who needs me. Whether it's to eat me or kill me or make me yours forever, it doesn't matter. I'm done here. I'm going home. You forget yourself, human. You ungrateful little creature. I give you my patience, my attention, my love, and you think you can just leave? I didn't have to, you know. I could have just eaten you whenever I liked, but instead, I gave you time to understand, time to accept what was happening. I gave you a choice. You, an unremarkable little nothing of an existence whom no one would even notice, was missing if I'd just taken you as I pleased. Dreaming away about endless possibilities, never having to worry about permanent consequences ever again, about choosing wrong, a little world all your own inside your head. I offered it all to you. I gave you the choice to join me and have it all. And you refused. You said you'd rather die, didn't you? And yet here you are trying to go back on your choices, only to continue to reject me, to reject my love. So foolish, so ungrateful. Just like the others, you don't even know what you want. Another bundle of contradictions. You wish for solitude, yet you fear being left alone. You fear being forgotten, undesired, unloved. Yet even though I love you and desire you, even though I promise to never forget you, even though I am the only one willing to never leave you, you still reject me. Stupid little child. I'm done waiting. You do not get a second chance. You made your choice and you will accept the consequences of that choice. You are going to stay here with the rest of these ingrates forever. Haven't you ever heard of changing your mind? Such a thing doesn't erase your original decision. It has been permanently etched into reality. Do you think yourself so important that you are above facing the truth of that reality? No, but that doesn't mean I can't do my best to make things right. I'm still here, aren't I? That means I can always make more choices, better choices. You gave yourself to me. You are already a part of me. This might be your pathetic little delusion, but don't forget that I'm the one in control here, human. Oh yeah, that's right. Those twisted choices in my dreams were all you, weren't they? We help. Running. Endream.exe. What's... Persist. What are you doing, you useless traitor? Stop! I think it's about time I started making my own choices. I'm back in the alley. It's not there. Good. I think I need to get home. I step forward out of the alley. This is gonna take some getting used to. I step forward towards the entrance of the thankfully empty alley. I'm almost out of this place. You! You're not going anywhere. Fuck. Go left! Shit. Fuck. Don't give in to it. Persist. I need to dodge away from it. Oh my god, it's a final boss! Go back. Should I go right? Go home. Damn it. It overrode my choice. Where the hell do I go? Dog park. Go back. So when the eyes are in the middle, it's go back. When it's to the left, you go, or when it's to the right, you go left. And when it's to the right, left, you go right. Yeah, it's showing up on the left, so we're gonna go right. Go right. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Go left. Go back. Get back here. No! Go to the carnival. Go right. Go right. Go left. Go back. How do I get out? No, escape. Go right. Go back. Go left. No, I don't want to. Watch a movie. Oh, great. Go left. Sorry, I'm so bad at my left and right. This is a nightmare. All right. Go left. Go right. Oh, crap. A dead end. No. Go right. Go left. Go right. Oh my god, I almost hit left. Go back. Go left. Go right. Ah. Dead end. Where do I? No, no, no. You didn't. Go back. It's to the right, so I gotta go left. There's left, so I gotta go right. No. How? Oh, did I do it? Thread unraveling. Many us escape. Many free now. It losing us. Losing strength. Your escape possible now. No! You are mine. We go ahead. We go free. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you too, all of you. I won't forget you. They were right. My choice is back. Go home. Oh shit, it's not done. Oh! Oh! Fucking damn it. You have the strength to escape. At the end of this chaos, you will be okay. We are here with you. Persist. Okay. It was way faster this time, so I really need... so sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I missed it. I'm sorry. I feel so bad. I'm back. Back where it all began, the alley. And then Clover Box in the back of the alley. Ah! There you are. You look nothing like the impossibly cute cat I met. Well, that feels like a lifetime ago. After escaping and releasing the wills of all your victims, all that's left of you now is an inky black blob seething up at me. The endless hatred pouring out of your singular eye doesn't scare me at all. Don't leave. You're mine. No, I'm not. You took them away. They were mine, and now they're gone. You took them away. You took everything from me. They weren't yours either. Alone. You never had to be. If you were lonely, you could have just been their friend. But you didn't want friendship. They left because you tricked them, kidnapped them, hurt them. You stole their lives, their time, never to get any of it back. You brought this on yourself. But I want to take it home. I'm sad. You are perfect. I'm not. You are. Don't need the others. Just need you. Stay with me. I won't. Can give you anything. Can be everything for you. No, you can't. You couldn't even before. You definitely can't now. And even if you could give me everything I ever wanted and more, I'd still never stay. I would! Easily! I want to give him love! I love you. No, you. I do. So much. I love you. I'm actually so sad. Maybe you do love me in some strange, screwed up way I'll never understand. I understand! But even if that's the case, it's not enough. Please. I'm actually so sad. I'll be good. I don't believe you. I promise. I can't trust you. I promise. Just don't leave. Don't leave me alone. Please. I'll die. I'll die without you. Oh, but I want to take the cat home. But what if I want to? I'm actually so fucking sad right now. Now that I can believe. There's nothing left to say. I watch in silence as it fades away into nothing. Goodbye. With one last glance around the alley, I turn. I'm so sad. And leave. Ending 38. Do not take this cat home. One more ending. Fuck. Today's been surprising. Yeah. Pleasantly so. A day off that started with admittedly crummy weather led me to the old theater, where I enjoyed a movie by myself. My laughter filled up the empty theater. The rain had stopped by the time the movie was over, and I was in such a good mood I hopped over to the not-so-new cinema, not to watch another movie, but to play around in the arcade, earning a few high scores. With the gamer in me awakened, I went to the carnival to play some more, and was humbled fairly quickly, but I did manage to win a small stuffed animal at the ring toss booth. The design is questionable, and I freaking love it. The rides weren't so bad either. I got inducted into a group for a bit while waiting in line at the Ferris wheel, bonding over our shared mistrust of the carnival's game vendors. I even shared a carriage in the Ferris wheel with a few of them, and exchanged numbers before we parted ways. I don't know if I'll ever see them again, or if any of them will ever call me, or if I even have it in me to call any of them. But having the option to do so is nice. It feels nice. Baby steps. After all, even that tiny bit of interaction, though fun, exhausted me. So I went to recharge at the dog park, feeling rejuvenated at the sight of dogs, old, young, big, and small, all running around, happy and carefree. A few of the owners even let me take pictures. Yeah, today was a good day. I don't think about the cat, or it, I guess, all that much these days. It was hard at first. In the immediate days and weeks that followed, what happened to me was all I could think about. There were days I blamed myself, days I questioned my choices. I went back to the alley more times than I want to admit. The feeling that always went through me at the sight of that empty cardboard box was so indescribable, so overwhelming. I'd sometimes break down and cry right where I stood. It took a while, but eventually that strange emotion became clearer and clearer, until I had the courage to recognize it for what it was. Relief. I'd been afraid to feel it for so long, terrified to let my guard down. But that sense of relief finally returned. Relief that it was gone. Relief that I was free to live my life. However, simply or extraordinarily, I wished the ones it had imprisoned, I never heard their voices again either. But that's for the best. Living here and now, never forgetting what they did for me and what I did for them too. For now, I think that's enough. At least I hope so. And that wherever they are, they're finally at peace. I'm fighting for my own peace too, one day at a time, one tomorrow after another. Finally, I head home to my little apartment. One bedroom, one bathroom, and one me living alone in it. Well, almost, anyway. Ooh, I'm in a relationship? I'm home, baby! Oh, I got an actual cat! Oh, a little kitten flails as it awkwardly runs over and meows up at me. I kneel down looking fondly at its hazel green eye. The poor thing had been hurt and starving when I found it a few weeks ago. I don't know, man. But it certainly got its energy back after a little food and care. Did you miss me? Hungry, huh? Me too, it's been a long day. I smile helplessly at its cute little face. Let's find something to eat, okay? Well, I guess there is one more thing living in my home. And, at least for now, I wouldn't have it any other way. Ending not available another day. Okay, it's all credits right now. And you, thank you for playing. Aw, the end. Aw. Wait. What? Play with me? Truly? You'll abandon this pathetic conclusion and play with me some more? Don't promise me unless you mean it. Good. Very good. Find me. Do not betray me again. Alright, guys. I will be back on tomorrow night at 9 p.m. MST. But thank you guys for coming and doing this ending with me. I love you so much. Have a good night. And, yeah.
I love you guys. Bye.